We all know Donald Trump loves to brag about his poll numbers, but at the same time, we also know that basically since the day he was sworn in as president, his poll numbers have been absolute garbage. This is a man who, in almost 2.5 full years of being president, has never once broken the 50% approval rating mark among polling averages. Now, sure, there's been some conservative polls out there that once or twice have shown him over 50%. And then at the same time that those conservative pollsters are coming out with those numbers, you have regular nonpartisan pollsters, like you do today, telling us that his approval rating is actually 42%. So you take the average, still below 50. Not once in his tenure as president has he broken 50 in polling averages. And he's actually the first president to hit that record. No other president by this point in their term had not hit over 50% approval rating. So good job on that, Mr. Trump. But here's the thing, folks. Even though he's tweeting out that his poll numbers are awesome, he actually knows that they're garbage. And his staff knows that they're garbage. And what's more, their internal polling is also showing that Donald Trump is likely to not be reelected in 2020 if things remain consistent. According to a new report by the New York Times, Donald Trump, when presented with this information from his internal pollsters, came up with a clever way to increase his approval rating. Lie about it. And tell your aides to lie about it. That's actually what he told them to do. He said, when confronted with these poll numbers, claim that they're not real, that they don't exist, and that our own internal polling, even though it shows the opposite, shows that I'm doing exceptionally well. Now, specifically, the polls that are kind of making Donald Trump sweat right now are a series of 17 different state polls conducted by his internal pollster, most of which show him trailing Joe Biden. Donald Trump is 100% certain Joe Biden's going to be the nominee, so that's the only one he's focusing on. But these 17 states are states that Donald Trump has to win in order to win in 2020. And he's already losing most of them. And here's the thing, we're not just talking about, maybe a little swing state here. Texas is on the list. Donald Trump is actually trailing Joe Biden in the state of Texas. Pennsylvania, Michigan, other states like that are pretty big swing states that could go either way, showing Donald Trump going down in flames. He doesn't win those states, he's 100% not going to win re-election. But rather than let the media capture that narrative and say that he sucks and nobody likes him and the polling reflects that, he is instructing his aides to lie about these polls, according to the New York Times. Now, would we expect anything different from this man who's told over 10,700 some odd lies since being sworn in? Absolutely not. It's what he does. It's the only defense mechanism that he has. When everything's going against him, he flat out just lies about it. That's who Donald Trump is. That's who Donald Trump has always been, and it's who he's always going to be. But the bottom line is this. He knows what the real poll numbers are, whether he wants to admit it to the public or not. He's admitting it behind closed doors. He's being told behind closed doors. But rather than doing something to actually help the American citizenry, maybe stop being such a jackass, no. He's saying, why don't we just lie about the poll numbers and eventually maybe it'll sort itself out. Good luck with that in 2020. One of today's video sponsors is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers thousands of videos for users to help learn new skills. Skillshare is absolutely phenomenal if you want to learn how to video edit, if you want to learn how to edit photos, if you want to learn how to cook, learn about nutrition, staying in shape, whatever it is, Skillshare has the videos and knowledge to help you learn this. Now, there's lots of different reasons why this could be helpful. Maybe you just want to do better in your life. Maybe you want to make a career change. Whatever it is, Skillshare has something to offer. And right now, what they're offering is the first 500 users who go to the custom URL below will get 2 whole months of Skillshare absolutely free. Now, I've actually been using Skillshare now for several months. teaching myself a little bit of video editing, trying to get better at that. Photo editing. This is incredibly helpful and useful information that they have available. And again, the first 500 Ring of Fire users to use that custom URL below can get 2 months absolutely free. Just go to skl.sh/ringoffire5. Following that custom URL, which is also in the video description below, first 500, 2 months absolutely free.